Good wishes to all of you. Ikigai, Japanese art of staying young while growing old. Chapter 3, Ikigai from Logotherapy audiobook. As every person has some unique characteristic in himself, every country also has a unique mode of life conduct which keeps on evolving round the clock according to the unique conditions. Correspondingly, our Japanese lifestyle also prospered from logotherapy and finally culminated in Ikigai. What is logotherapy? Logotherapy stands for the good motives to live life. Logotherapy was developed by neurologist and psychologist Viktor Frankl. He based it on the belief that any person's primary inspiration is searching for the meaning of life. It is described as the third Viennese school of psychotherapy, with Freud's psychoanalysis and adult psychology being the other two. Logotherapy is formulated on existence analysis, which concentrates on the meaning of Kierkegaard, which is opposite to Alfred Adler's and Nietzsche's will to power or Freud's will to pleasure theory. Instead of potential or enforcement, logotherapy is based on the conviction to figuring out the meaning of life is the primary and most energetical inspirational power. A preface of this system is given in Frankl's famous book Man's Search for Meaning. He mentions how his principles helped him escape from his Holocaust experiences and how that experience further nourished and prospered his principles. Currently, there are several logotherapy centers all over the world. The theory of logotherapy originated from the Greek word logo, means cause. Frankel's theory is dependent on that any person's primary inspiration power is to search for meaning in life. The following list of principles represent the original theory of logotherapy. The meaning of life can be found in every situation, even in pitiable situations also. Our main inspiration to live is our will to search for the meaning in life. What we do, we experience, or at least when we are facing continuous pains, in that situation, we have the freedom of searching for the meaning of life. The human soul exists in the context of many different beliefs of logotherapy. But the use of the word soul is not spiritual or religious. In Frankel's view, the soul is the human's will. So the thirst is on the search for meaning, which is not necessarily the search for God or any supernatural person. Frankel also noted all the hurdles for humanity to look for the meaning of life. He cautioned against prosperity, pleasure, and materialism searching for meaning. Impulsiveness, meaning in life, building existence, vacuum, and will for meaning appear in Frankel's writing of logotherapy. Along with those who define the principles of a positive psychological system, Frankl observed that when someone's cast around for meaning is obstructed, it could be psychologically harmful to that person. An optimistic life is joined with an aim, elucidation, resolute conviction, group memberships, attention for a cause, behavior conduct, and life's abstraction. In adulthood and mature principles, the motive is included in life's abstraction. Maturity emphasizes the motive of life, directions, and a clear insight of intentions which contributes to this feeling that life is worthwhile. Frankel's thoughts were incorporated into experiments by Crumbaugh and Mahol's Purpose in Life (PIL) Purpose in Life, which estimates the meaning and motive of a person's life. Examining the experiments, they discovered that the meaning of life meditates between the relations of religion and welfare, uncontrollable tensions and use of alcoholic substances, depression, and self abuse. Krumbaugh found that the seeking of noetic goals, song, test is a supplementary solution to Public internet petitions. When public welfare petitions scale the presence of meaning, song measures the inclination. Here, song means seeking of noetic goals, inclination towards meaning. One score in public welfare petitions and a high score in song will predict better results in the application of logotherapy. Logo, remedial conviction, and rehabilitation. Charge over stress. Stress can be controlled by putting one's finger on the object of our state of affairs. About the use of logotherapy. There are lectures given by Tim Sanders, New York Times writer, in which he shares how he uses this theory to escape tensions of his fellow airlines passengers by asking them the intentions of their journey. When he does that, his fellow passengers' complete school of thoughts changes, and despite how much they may be desolated, they stay contented throughout the journey. Taking everything into consideration, Frank's belief was that a wayward man could not understand that his stress is a result of dealing with a feeling of incompetence and lacking life's meaning. Healing neurosis. Frank states the example of two insane disease factors. First is overdetermination, one strong idea of any point which makes its ends unreachable. The other one is over imaginative reflections, more attention towards oneself which tries to escape from neurosis which he thinks is predecided. To remove expected stress and to heal the resultant neurosis, logotherapy gives a paradoxical intentions in which the patient wants to do the opposite of his most wanted intention. A person who is agitated, meaning someone who takes stress in advance, becomes an insomniac, will try very hard to sleep, brooding over ideas, adding hurdles for their capabilities too. A logotherapist will recommend that the person should go to bed and hit the hay. He will eliminate his already present tensions, which keep him awake. This way, he was allowed to knock out for the scheduled time. Depression. Victor E. Frank believed that depression is of a psychological, physical, and spiritual level. On the psychological level, he believed that inadequate feelings make an appearance from the working beyond capabilities. On the physical level, he validated important laws which he defined as the scarcity of a physical energy. In the end, Frankel believed that on the spiritual level, desolate people confront the stress of who they are and what they should be in this context. Frankel advises if the motive seems unapproachable, then the person loses the future feeling, and this way it leads to depression. This way, logotherapist's motive is to change the patient's viewpoint towards life as a work along with the disease. Compulsive obsessive disorder code. Frankel supposed that people suffering from an obsessive compulsive disorder are devoid of a feeling of magnificence which most other people possesses. Doctors should bring to bear change in their neurotic viewpoints towards neurosis instead of concentrating on fighting repeated thoughts or repeated works or changing the personal signs of disease. Therefore, it is predominant to pinpoint that the patient is not responsible for his obsessive thoughts, but surely he is responsible for his views towards these thoughts. Frankl advised that it is essential to pinpoint the patient's inclination towards perfection. It should be put into knowledge in the form of fortune and also accept some points of precautiousness to conclude people should shut their eyes on their snobbish thoughts on the basis of logotherapy and should cast around the meaning of life despite these thoughts. A class of mental disorder. Though the logotherapy's intent was not to accord with serious disorders, Frankl believed that logotherapy could add convenience to people suffering from schizophrenia. He identified the roots of schizophrenia in physical lethargy. In these diseases, the patient suffering from schizophrenia considers himself as an object instead of a subject. Frankl advised that a person suffering from schizophrenia could be taught to ignore the sounds and continually stop himself. In the review period, the schizophrenic person should be taken towards positive activities because even for schizophrenic people, the fortune and freedom remain for that disease, which humans always have, however sick he may be, in every situation and every moment of life till the last moment. Intent of Ikigai. Aforementioned was that we, the Japanese, have evolved the theory of Ikigai from logotherapy. In our language, there is a profound meaning of the word Ikigai. Iki stands for life and Gai stands for the price or value. This way, Ikigai means the value of life or the reason to stay alive. In Japan, it is seen in a separate manner. Some people believe that the other person cannot decide this value for one's life. One has to decide oneself what the value of his life is. It would be possible only when he would understand why he is alive. Most of us are curious to know how we manage to bring home the backbone for having milk and honey in our lives. On which requirements do we rely to appease ourselves? Which hobby to fulfill so that our relatives and friends will envy us? Among these, there is Ikigai, which inquires, do you know why are you alive? Only for your bank balance or for the duplex or the 4 BHK or to pay the premium? If we envisage what is the key to the contented life, Ikigai states that people's perspective to observe life is transposing. It took place earlier also, but people's feelings are in the limelight in the 21st century. This is a thinking that goes beyond money. Money is not everything. Think beyond this. Think by yourself and see why are you living. Money in your account, a house in a posh colony, a shining car at your doorstep. By thinking all these factors all the time, are you not wasting your real life? What is the value of your life in life if life doesn't exist? By joining your social identity, which is connected to your work, and your personal identity, which is your life's rating, you reach the point which is aimed at by Ikigai. Whatever and whenever you do, whether it is office work, your business, or to fulfill your hobby, friendship, social work, or roaming around, it is getting deposited in the credit score of your Ikigai. In our accordance, every person has one Ikigai. In Japanese, Ikigai means the cause of one's arising in the morning. It is the rationale of life or the cause of a delightful living. The area inside the cut circle is referred to as one's Ikigai. If there is a depth of things written inside the circles of life, then you are not living an absolute life. Not only this depth could affect one's heart for enduring and contented life. The silent majority is of the opinion that looking for one's own passion in work has come from Western countries, but it's not true. Aforementioned, we have assimilated that Ikigai is a word that innovated in our Japan and its allied notions are also available in different cultures. Let us quickly recapitulate again that the following mentioned considerations should be satisfied to fall under the category of Ikigai. Think you relish, something you are adept at, what a world exigencies, and thing which with sorry thing which will fetch you money. Therefore, in one's case, whatever activities fulfill the above four things, one could call that one's ikigai. Find the motive in your article of faith. The people can look for their passion or ikigai through different approaches. Any life altering, ambiguous experiences, deep internal discussion, a sudden event which changes your life's direction could introduce a motive of life. To search for the strong motive which one cares for will keep one honest with him and he will be focused even in difficult situations. One can even question himself at the beginning that what changes would I like to see in the world? Put out of your mind and knuckle down. If you are a multi potentialator or awaiting the right moment, then you should know that there is no age to follow your passion. Mark Zuckerberg founded Facebook at 19, while on the other hand, Charles Flint founded IBM at 61. True passion could be recognized by keeping attempting or being abortive several times. In this venture, every step is paramount which promotes you to execute your goal. I would take pleasure in apprising that if you pursue too many passions, then you should cut down your list to any of the top two. Then fervently keep to those two and cherry pick the one you like. Associate with people of the same passion. Correspond with people who have the same taste and liking. Interact with the ones who have tried your passions. Rubbing shoulders with them will make you familiar with each other's notions and give you a chance to shake hands. You can learn from their mistakes and they would also tell you about their mistakes. In contrast, if you work alone, then making your presence felt would not be impossible but backbreaking. When the people with that same taste join hands together, then it becomes a healthy game and battle. Hence, it becomes easier to pick out wonderkinds. Don't get perturbed with hurdles on the road. When listening to one's heart, a person decides to follow his passion or ikigai. Then there are hurdles on the unknown roads. He doesn't get the people to walk with him, no one to even escort. People mock him, stating his notions are fallacious and irrational. It all took place with the Alibaba company's founder Jack Ma. He took all time and every time he got up, he dusted himself and kept walking. What could be any other flip side? Determine your devotion or ikigai. Not only approaching it but also looking for it could be yours life's crucial venture towards self concept. This venture would be full of thorns and challenges. There would be vicissitudes and black cloudy weather in your way. You have to keep your spirits high. And you should know that big journeys are not completed in one night. You can't relax sitting on your easy chair that someone would give you keys to your golden future. You have to get up, walk, and do not stop until you reach your destination. Thank you. We will meet at with other interesting topic. Thank you.